What's up guys? It's Machanga back with another video. So today I'm going to show you guys a build that I've been using that has been a long time in the making. Now I say that because a lot of you guys have actually asked me when would there be a KODI Krypton build available from this specific builder. Now Will has been working on this and I'm so happy that it's finally available for me to go ahead and show you guys. Now as usual, I'm going to give you an overview of the build, and if you like it, you can follow the steps that I'm going to give you to actually get it installed on your KODI. Now, for those of you that want the extended version of this video, and that means where I go in and show you how to change the weather, how to customize the build, show you all of the different themes that you can use and the views, then you can click the video in the description below. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first section we're going to take a look at is movies. Now, as you can see, if I highlight one of the thumbnails, whatever thumbnail I highlight is actually going to show up as the background. And in my opinion, it looks amazing. It's super smooth. It's super fast. Now, of course, I can also go ahead and click on one of the movies here in the thumbnail as well. So if I click on Kong, for example, as you can see, it's going to bring up the movie that I chose. It's going to give me a description, and it's also going to give me the option to play the movie. Now I can also go up here in these middle options and choose whatever video add-on I want to use and play the movie using that add-on. And as you can see down here, we also have some recommendations. All right, so let's go ahead back out of this. Now underneath movies, we also have a sub menu. So all you have to do is press the down button on your remote or the down arrow on your keyboard and bring up the sub menu. Now this is where we have box sets, 4K content, 3D movies, movies library, top 1000, high definition, search engine. Now with search engine, all you have to do is click on search engine, type in whatever movie it is you're interested in, click done, and then you're going to choose TMDB. I'm going to search in TMDB. That's the one that I like to use. Once I click on it, it's going to bring up the movie that I'm looking for. Super fast, super smooth. Alright, so let's go ahead back out of that. Now we're going to move on to the TV show section. Now again, as you can see, we do have the widgets here right at the top. You can scroll through, choose whatever TV show you're looking for. So for example, if I click on Homeland, give it a moment to load up, and it's going to give me those same options. I can read the description, I can go ahead and play it, or I can choose a different video add-on to play this TV show. So let's go ahead out of that. Now TV shows also has a sub menu that you can bring up. We have documentaries, stand-up comedy, amazing TV, TV shows library, new TV shows, search engine. Now again, click on search engine. I just want to show you guys the search function is working perfectly fine. If I type in arrow, I choose TV shows, give it a moment to load up, and it's going to bring up those TV shows for me. We also have animation shows as well if you're interested in that. Now let's move on to the music section. Again, we have the amazing widgets here, so you can just go ahead and click on any of these options. But also underneath music, we have the sub menu. You can find your music library, radio, concerts, music add-ons, Spotify, SoundCloud, CDTV music, and the jukebox. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. Now we're coming to the apps section. Now in the apps section, this is where you have some access to maintenance options. Now do keep in mind, this particular build will automatically clear the cache and clear the packages for you every time you start up KODI. But if you do want to manually do it yourself, you have the option to do that. So all you have to do is click on Total Cleanup, and it's going to manually do those maintenance options for you. But you don't have to. Also, if you're running into issues or you've made some changes to the scan or the interface, and you may need to force close KODI, in the app section, you have that available right there. Also, for those of you that install the build and if for some reason you don't like it or you don't want it anymore, you can actually go ahead and do a fresh start, which will take you back to default KODI right here in the apps section. You can also do some other options like back your build up, and also if you're using an Android device, you can use the APK installer to install some APKs. And of course, if you want to change your build to a different build, you have the CDTV builds section. Alright, now apps does also have its own submenu. So this is where you can access Bob, you can access Zen, One, Evolve, Bubbles, Sanctuary, Exodus. So yes guys, Exodus is included in this build, so if for those of you that prefer to use that for your movies and TV shows, you do have it available. You also have Phoenix, Salts, Specto, Release Hub. You also have the CDTV Wizard, and you have Metallic. Alright, moving on. Next we have the system section. Now in this section, if you scroll up to one of the widgets, it's going to show you that this is the weather. So if I go ahead and click on it, once it loads up, it's going to bring up my local weather. Now, when you first install this build, it will not have your local weather. You will have to set that up in settings. Again, you can click the video linked in the description below so you can look at the extended version where I show you how to make those changes, including changing the settings to set your weather up. Alright, now underneath system we also have a submenu, and this is where you can find events, Android only. So for those of you that like to use emulators, ROMs, or you want to take a look at some Android games or apps, you would access this area. We also have adult add-ons and file manager. So with file manager, a lot of you guys always ask me, can I add additional add-ons to this build? Where the answer is yes. Just like every other build, you can add additional add-ons. All you have to do is come here underneath system, click file manager, go ahead and add your source, and once you do that, you can come back, click on install from zip. Now this is where you're going to install whatever it was that you added in your sources. You also have skin settings, so of course, like I said in the extended video, I show you how to use skin settings to make some changes, maybe remove some areas that you do not want in the build. Like for me, I don't have any toddlers or kids, so I can go ahead and eliminate the kids section. And for those of you that want to do that, you have the option available. And you also have system info. This is going to give you information about whatever device it is you're using to run KODI. Alright, now in the next section we have TV Pro. So if we bring up the submenu, we have World TV, IPTV add-ons, all channels, English, top 10, news, entertainment, family, echo streams, VOD catch-up. Now this is going to be where you can find some live TV options. So for those of you that are looking for live content, you want to check out this section. Alright, now we're going to move on to sports. Now, of course, we have a few different options that are available here for sports, but some of the really popular options are going to be Sports Devil and Pro Sport. Of course, like I said, there are many others that you can choose from, but these I've found to be some of the very popular ones. You can click on them directly from here and access your live sports content. Now, the sports section also has the submenu. So this is where you can find live premiership, Phoenix Sports, UFC Finest, Sport 365. You can also find fitness in this section, CDTV Prime, Final Gear, Moto Replays, Find My Game, and Sporty. Alright, we're going to move on to the Kids Zone. Again, for those of you that have kids, this is going to be the section that you want to access for any of the available kids movies. Of course, you can click on any of them directly from this section. And Kids Zone also has the submenu. So this is where you can find Pokemon, SpongeBob, Minecraft, Thomas, Roblox, Kids World, Learning TV, Anime Zone, CDTV Kids, based on games, Lego Animation, DC vs. Marvel, Disney Collection, and Angry Birds. Again, for those of you that do not need this particular section or any other sections, click the link in the description for that video. Alright, and as you can see, we are now back to the first section that I showed you, which is the movies. Now for me, this build has been extremely smooth and fast on all of the devices that I've tested on. Now that does include the first and second generation Fire Stick, Android boxes. I've tested it on PC as well as Mac as well. So this should be a great option for any of you that are looking for a great build that not only looks fantastic,